Good morning. We are live.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
hello.
And we have a special guest today, the Dutch Carnivore. Hello, Peter. Yeah,
Hi. Yeah, nice to be here.
awesome. Peter, can you want to say a little bit about your carnivore journey and how you ended up on it? How
Oh,
you
yeah, let me keep it brief, just
Sure.
the basics. And actually, I think my story is a little bit like yours, Alia. Apart from the type 1 diabetes, my background is type 1 diabetes.
Mhm.
But I was doing keto and low carb already for quite some time, half a year or so, to get my sugar under control. And then I actually went carnivore for a lot of other reasons, health reasons, autoimmune conditions, inflammation, skin issues. My bowels, I had a lot of troubles. The same story as you. That I
Oh,
went
wow.
keto on the keto diet, and I started loading up on all those vegetables. And I did keto actually as you should, so I didn't do all the keto snacking.
Oh,
But
good.
maybe that was actually worse, right? With all the vegetables and the
Yeah.
spinach and salad leaves. And I got all kinds of things like cloudy urine, blood in the
Oh,
urine. And I
wow.
talked about it with Dave lately.
Oh, wow.
And then I went carnivore gradually. I actually took my time, so that's also a bit unusual.
Mhm.
Just like you, it was not for weight loss or so. I was keto, and gradually at the supermarket, I stopped buying vegetables. At some point, you see those avocados in the supermarket, and you think, yeah, why should I still buy them? I mean, they are nice, but I don't get real benefit from them, and they are
Right.
expensive. They are always brown and black. That's
Yep.
the annoying thing. So,
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
Exactly.
but yeah, that's a bit in a nutshell my background. And yeah, if people want to know why should they listen to me about carnivore, I think that the interesting perspective is probably the type 1 diabetes, because I've been type 1 diabetic for 16 years
Oh, wow.
prior to carnivore. And well, when you get diagnosed, you already learn all those things that most people start to learn when they go the keto and carnivore route, right? That they learn about insulin and how it balances out with the sugars, your digestion, fiber, and all those things. So I had to look at all those things already before. And now with the CGM and having to manage the insulin, I sort of see both sides of the equation, the sugar and the insulin. So I know that if I eat a donut, I have to inject a lot of insulin for something that is nutritionally, not very interesting. So,
Right.
just one example, maybe that's what I intuitively did. Like, you have to carb count as a type 1 diabetic.
Right.
And I, of course, want to inject just a little bit of insulin and get as much out of it, as much enjoyment out of it. So I would go for things like nuts, cheese, which they are relatively healthy in a
Sure.
way. If you just not think about the carnivore versus plant-based aspect.
Right.
And yeah, so I would eat a lot of those things, and I was not low carb, of course. I still ate bread, but not so much. Like, not like 10 slices like many Dutch people do out of here. It's yeah.
What I mean, you must have a handle on the things that impacted your blood sugar the most. What was one of the worst things? Was it like, say, chocolate or bread or?
Chocolate depends. If you go for the high cacao thing, it's quite okay. So that's what I did. A nice one to mention is, given that video, maybe you've seen it with Dr. Ken Berry and this other guy from Nutrition Made Simple. They talked about oatmeal. And that one, well, I can confirm that it's really bad. If you eat a bowl of oatmeal, that I would typically do
Oh,
that
wow.
before going to work. And then it digests a little bit more slowly. So it's better than other grains. Of course, it's full with all the anti-nutrients and a lot of fiber that will just scrape the wall of your gut. But
Oh,
it will digest a bit more slowly. And then I go to work. And what typically would happen half an hour later,
Really?
then all those carbs would arrive, and I would be just at the point of sitting down at my desk, sitting still, and then you're more insulin resistant, right? During the day,
Right.
this insulin resistance varies, and I would
Mm.
start working at 9 o'clock or so, and then the sugars would rise, and to get rid of it, I would have to take a break and walk or cycle, not cycling, but I would typically have a quick walk, a brisk walk for 15 minutes, but during work hours. And then when lunchtime arrives, my colleagues are going for lunch, they have a break, and I would catch up with work actually most of the times.
Right.
So,
Wow.
yeah, but oatmeal it is. Yeah, oatmeal is really, those are the tricky ones. The foods where you think like, oh, they are good with a bit more fiber and slower digestion, but in the end, yeah, those carbs, they will still arrive in your bloodstream.
Wow.
Right. It's and when you think about it, it's just like we grow up thinking this is so healthy for us. We eat all this stuff, and
Mhm.
it's just awful. The damage it's
So
doing
bad.
to our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and think
exactly.
about the oats. There are all kinds of proteins in it that are very closely related to gluten, and so maybe avenine or something like that. And I was actually, before being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, I was already on a gluten-free diet for, I don't know, 5-6 years or so.
Mhm.
And I also discovered back then that avoiding oats was much better on that point as well. So yeah, I don't trust
When I
oats.
was younger, I could go through a box of those Quaker oats in a day. It's,
These
Yeah.
sugary packets,
mm?
the little packets with all the sugar in it. You just add
No,
water.
it was like, the big kind of
Oh, Quaker Oats.
blue
Oh, yeah,
boxes.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally. It's again all the sugar.
Yeah.
Probably.
At night, right? You would eat them at night as well, probably
And
as a late
you
night
have
snack.
one bowl, and it's like you can never just have that one bowl. It's like,
No.
oh, just got another one of those.
Mm.
And then by the time you've finished your sixth bowl, you're sitting there in front of the TV, like, oh.
You remind me of two oatmeal things. One, when I was pregnant with my son, who's not in this video, he's sleeping. He's sleeping. A vegan person who I think had her best interests, my best interests in her heart, like not like a crazy vegan, like just a nice lady. And she's like, you should eat a lot of oatmeal while you're pregnant. I'm like, I literally can't eat oatmeal. It's like an atom bomb that goes off in my stomach. It's like, it would just, and she's like, well, what do you put it in? I'm like, butter. She's like, it's the butter that's doing that. I'm like, if she only knew how much butter I eat on a daily basis, or how much butter she will get and just start eating the stick of butter. This one, the one you can't see now.
Yeah.
But there she is. Oh, and then, but in Colombia, when you're nursing, you get fed lots of oatmeal, and somehow that oatmeal didn't affect my stomach. So I'm like, what's in the oatmeal in the US that's not in the oatmeal in Colombia? Because it didn't hurt my stomach. But they put this like brown sugar in oatmeal, and it's supposed to increase your milk supply. I don't know if it did or not. I don't know if that affected it one way or the other. But
Wow.
I ate a lot of oatmeal when I was nursing her.
Maybe it becomes a bit sweeter, the milk. But,
yeah.
who knows?
Oh, maybe the milk becomes sweeter. You're supposed to make the babies fat, so I don't know. You get recommended to drink beer when you're nursing.
Yeah.
Beer. I don't think I drank beer when I was nursing because you also don't drink alcohol, but beer will like increase your milk supply. Apparently, if there's any nursing moms here, don't listen to any of this. Don't just cover your ears. It's all baloney.
What are you feeding your children right now then? I mean, feeding is maybe a bit weird word, but
feeding. They do eat fruit. There's no junk food in my house. There's no fruit in my house. That's at grandma's house. So what I feed them is different than where they can get food because we live on a property with 3 houses with 3 parts of the family. So at the aunt's house, they can get the noodles and the rice. They also eat like everything's whole, if that makes sense. It's not plant-based, but it's whole foods here.
Right.
Sometimes junk food arrives, but In my house, my son's favorite meal is like tomatoes, onions with ground beef. I should say ground beef with tomatoes and onions. That's like he'll ask for that almost every day. Brianna likes eggs. What else do you like? Meat.
Me too.
Oh, and she likes like chicken skin. And if you can give her like the fat of the steak, she'll eat all of that, which is upsetting to me because I want to eat it.
Hey, speaking of chicken, how's Pickles the chicken doing this week?
She's good. So she's been integrated with the other 8 chickens that are like leg-aying chickens. So Pickles is a like a meat chicken. Like we're supposed to eat her. Don't tell her that it's her pet. Here's just like it's a meat chicken. And she went with the other chickens. So the first week in the coop, she was trying to like attack them. So she got put in jail, which was like a place in the chicken coop, but she couldn't get out and she could only watch the other chickens. So now she's happy and
Pickles
integrated.
jail.
Pickles jail. So at least she's not pooping all over the place anymore in the house. All over the place.
So she got into the house.
Oh, often because she just lived outside. She just like lived outside. And I feel bad because at night we had to put her under a box so that the other predators wouldn't eat her at night. Like a gray crate with like rocks on it. And she was getting too big for it.
I'm just imagining you putting this cardboard box on top of her.
Oh no, it was like a crate, a gray crate. And she's trying to show you. But she was getting so fat and so big that I'm happy they built her aunt built a chicken coop. So she's downstairs now.
Okay.
Pickles the chicken. But we got another egg out of her. That if you have like a meat hen, they don't lay a lot of eggs. So we've gotten like 5 eggs out of her in 8 months.
Oh wow. Have you eaten them? Like, are they good eggs?
You know, they taste a little different. I don't know. I'll say this again. My son ate it. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm eating cockroaches right now." And he spit it out. They taste a little different, but they're more gelatinous. They don't like spread out. They're like kind of contained. Like it's thicker, taller. So I think it's better. They look good. The eggs here are good. The eggs here in Colombia are already good. I think that they're probably more natural. I have a video on my phone. I haven't done it yet, but at the supermarket, I just walked down the egg aisle because all the eggs are just sitting on the shelf and they're good for 2 mons without putting them in your fridge.
Yeah.
That's what I remember from being a kid.
Yes.
Like
yes.
The eggs never went in the fridge and they just sat on the countertop forever.
Forever. 2 months. Eggs do not last for 2 months. We go through 150 eggs a week in my house. We go through a lot of eggs in my house, but they could be there for 2 months or a month.
It depends on the country as well. I think here in the Netherlands, you can also leave the eggs outside of the fridge. It's probably written on the package that you shouldn't, but I easily do it 2-3 weeks also from the supermarket.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. My sister, when I was in the US, she was telling me, because she has chickens also in her backyard in Clearwater in Florida. She was telling me that you legally have to do like some pasteurization or some type of chemical washing with the eggs to make them like better. And so that takes off the protective stuff. And so now you have to put them in the fridge and you only get them for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So there's some technical chemical process that's done to make our healthy natural eggs worse.
That sounds like the logic that they'd use. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Should we say hi to some people? Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Hey,
Angela. Good morning.
G'day, Angela.
We have hello from Slovenia. Wow. What time is it in
Slovenia?
Hello, Neo. Hello.
G'day.
Hello, Carnivore Felix. I ate oats for so many years. My brain and work really suffered. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
The scary thing is your brain and work really suffers while you're eating it, but you don't realize you're doing it to yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna find a question, then I gotta answer her question. Good morning. Good morning. DJ. That's all I'm gonna say. DJ.
G'day, DJ.
Good morning from Finland. What time is it in Finland? Is you're in Holland, right, Peter?
Yeah, it's probably 1 o'clock. I think.
Okay. It's the same time zone, right?
Yeah.
Or similar?
Lots of people from Finland today.
Nice. They're your people. Like, I mean, maybe from your channel. Oats are the worst. Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. My food addiction. Good morning.
G'day.
Hello, Josephine.
Hey, Josephine.
Hello from Sweden. Oh, more people from that cluster of
That thing.
there's like three. There's Finland, Sweden. Aren't they like little islands or like not islands? What am I talking about? I can't think of the word. I will continue.
Like, you mean like it's kind of clustered together?
Yeah, but aren't they like peninsulas? It seems like they're clustered together. Yeah, I'll go back to geography class. Oklahoma. I think that's the same time zone. Thank you, everyone, for getting up so early with us, or late in Melbourne. Hello.
Hey, Anne, how you doing?
Here we go. My food addiction.
Hey.
Hello from Southern Ontario, 6 a.m. Nice. Oh, so that's East Coast. Here we go. I don't do military time.
9/11 in Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 2 hours ahead of me.
Here we go. Here, you guys answer this question while I help my daughter. Okay, here you go.
Okay. So how long to get fat adapted? I'm currently on 160 days since my last standard food.
Oh, it's over there.
I think it varies from person to person. My experience was probably, I think it was about a month and a half and that's kind of at the point where I was like, I don't need to eat, like I don't have any cravings for those foods that I like, the carbohydrate kind of foods. It was about a month and a half for me. How about you, Peter?
Yeah, it's difficult to say as well. I think actually I was already a bit fat adapted before even going on keto, because if I would do a lot of cycling, so if you do a lot of endurance exercise especially, I think that you can be fat adapted already a bit earlier on. And what I did in the beginning was a lot of walking, having a lot of walks during the week, probably like 1-2 hours a day. And my guess is that also helped with fat adaptation in the beginning. Because, you have to get the energy from somewhere. And I think those low-level types of exercise, they will trigger fat burning more easily. And then you get fat and keto adapted more easily. I think I also measured my ketones at some point quite early on, and they were already at 1 or 1.5. But it strongly depends probably. You hear also a lot of people that have to get adapted for exercise if they are really carb loading, that it takes like half a year or so, I think.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I wasn't looking for any of that stuff. I was just looking to hopefully lose some weight, but feel better. And I felt better in 3 days. From feeling terrible to feeling like a new human being, 3 days.
I've been on and off keto, low carb all my life. And I always find the sign that I'm moving in the right direction towards fat adaptation is once my breath starts to stink. Once I get keto breath, I know that's okay. Well, I'm heading in the right direction. Of course, it ends, so don't worry. Don't put your masks on. But that's always a sign you're going in the right direction, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I also always have to remind myself when I'm fasting to really brush my teeth very well, because one time I really had a colleague Dutch people are very direct, and that's very useful. They will tell you if you have a bad breath. But after fasting for a long time, like half a day or a full day, then especially if then you start to eat an egg or so, it's like a big bomb of bad odor in your mouth. It's really bad.
Yeah, Peter, can I just say, Peter, Dutch colleagues, very similar to Japanese wives in their directness about your bad breath.
Oh, that's so funny. And the opposite is, except my husband is an odd person in terms of like Colombians. He can be very direct because people here don't want to hurt your feelings. They're very polite. They're very social. So it's rare if someone's gonna point out something wrong with you. But I'm glad my husband will. And I feel like I can give it back to him, like, go take a shower. Oh, that's totally like a difference about this culture. They're too nice. They're so nice, but not fake nice. Like, like nobody knows Minnesota. And sorry if anyone here is from Minnesota, but there's like extra nice, but I don't know if it's like 100% real.
Okay.
And these people are like 100% genuine and real, and they don't really want to hurt your feelings, and they want to make you feel welcome and comfortable. And it's an interesting trait of this culture. Let's see here. So we have hello from Germany. Hello.
Good day, Martin.
Here we go. Deborah Miller, diehard Dave fan here. 3 a.m. in Oregon. Oh wow, that is diehard. Wow.
Cheers, Deborah. Wow, that's early.
That's very early. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Grew up being told eggs grew up being told eggs last a month. Yes, and that's right. Eggs last a month. Here we go.
By the way, if you want a trick to make your eggs last very long, then I do a lot of dry aging.
Oh wow.
Take your egg yolks and put it on a bed of salt, and then you can leave it as long as you want in the fridge, probably like 1 or 2 months.
Wow.
And becomes like this this yellow yolk becomes really dark red almost. And it's very nice.
Wow. So you just crack it on top of a bed of salt and then put it in the fridge.
Yeah. And you can also put it in things like honey or so. I will probably try it because, well, I don't want to eat honey, but for the taste, it's an interesting experiment probably.
Sure.
And anything that conserves meat or other foods like sugary and salty stuff, that maybe even oil, but I wouldn't go there. But
Wow. That would definitely be an interesting taste. So salt, a few days old egg, and honey. Wow. That's like you could call that the Paul Saladino surprise. Saladino surprise.
Saladino surprise. That's hilarious. Okay. We have to show. So I want to figure out if I can do this correctly. There's an artist among us, and we need to show some of his artwork now. If I can figure out how to get this on the screen. Let's see here. Did it work? Oh no, it didn't work. Okay, this is not working out. Okay, all right. We're gonna go through some more comments, and maybe I'll get smart in a second here. Let's see. It is Thor Carnivore DK 12:15 lunchtime. Oh, maybe this is why it's such a good time for Europe. It's lunchtime.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
By the way, we have 77 people watching. If y'all want to smash the like, that would be amazing for us to get some more people here during their lunchtime.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
1:15 in Finland.
There you go.
Wow.
Greetings from the Netherlands. I want to say I used to work at a call center and I loved calling Europe. I loved calling like the Netherlands and like Norway. There was just such nice people over there. Nice midday stream. Must be in Europe. Yes, thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Greetings from the Philippines. Finn says you adapt to fat as soon as you stop eating carbs. And how else would you stay alive? Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, exactly. That is a good point. Or else if we needed carbs, we'd be dead. I've got a screaming child from the bathroom. Do you guys want to see if you can read some more of these comments? Let me see if I find another question here.
Sure,
oh my God. I really tried not to wake her up this morning. No more questions.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. You
That's all right. Even if we can't put them on the screen, I can just read the questions in the comments. So,
okay, good. I'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah. So yeah, guys, let us know if you've got any questions. So Finn Bear, Finbear is saying just the yolks, Dave, not the egg whites on the salt. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. So DR is saying here, sorry, I can't put them on the screen because only the host can put them up on the screen. But DR is saying, I've had a setback and have been eating a lot more cheese on toast and Greek yogurt. I needed different flavors. What can I do to get back on track? That's a good
Wow.
question. Yeah. This is the thing that I've always found the most difficult because being on and off keto throughout the last 20 odd years, I honestly, I think you've just got to try and get through a day at a time and acknowledge that you might have, you might get through 2 days and go, I need to have some cheese or I need to have some toast or something like that. But when you do, just once you've finished, just say, okay, I'm done with it, and don't beat yourself up about it, and just start again straight away. Because as soon as you start beating yourself up, that's when the falling off the wagon gets worse and worse and worse, and it just like you end up going, who cares? And you go out to Krispy Kreme and buy a box of donuts or something, Peter, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the same as what you said, and start with the toast and don't worry about the cheese and the yogurt because you can strictly say that they are carnivore, and it helps you to go through this cheat period, let's say. And I also still do it a lot. I have periods that I eat those things. And indeed, I try to just not be too angry to myself that I'm doing that. And actually, it happened with me also with chocolate recently. I typically would eat it only if I'm somewhere as a guest, maybe once or twice a year, a small piece of chocolate. But when I'm exercising a lot, I know that I can handle those things, things like strawberries or chocolate. And I buy the low carb chocolate, and okay, it's not good for me. There are oxalates in it and all those things, but by now I know that I will stop eating it, and I don't beat myself up for it. It's difficult. I mean, it's of course very tricky, and I think especially in the beginning to have that type of attitude can also be very dangerous, of course. But
sure. I like to say, like, don't say you can never have something. Don't say you can never have something, because then you're going to be like, oh, I need to have it. So say you can have it, just make it hard to get. like if you want a treat, go to your Walmart, but walk there and it's a mile away. Like make sure it's like very far away and say, okay, I can have that. But then by the time you've walked there, maybe you don't want it anymore. You've gotten it out of your system.
Because that's one of the keys. If you can just, even if so you get a craving, if you can delay acting on that craving for even 5 minutes, it might pass.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where salt's really good, right?
Yes.
Because salt can buy you that little bit of time.
Right.
Yeah, salt, bacon, and about the toast, I also think that at least that's my personal approach. If I'm already in this cheat period, I know I'm having a difficult time, so I will often say like, okay, let's just finish this box of toast. I mean, maybe it's not a good idea for everybody, but for me it works. I mean, otherwise I have to throw it in the garbage, and okay, sometimes I do, but
yeah, that one's not good for me because I would be thinking about, well, define what box means.
Don't eat that. Sorry. There's like these little candies I got for my daughter when she was really constipated. They're like chewable things to solve the constipation. So like, no, don't eat that.
I thought maybe she was holding Pickles the chicken.
No. She can't. I think they're the same weight. Okay, so I figured out how to present the artwork of Dave Mack. I figured out how to do it.
Did you?
Yeah, I have to go like this. I have to show my PDF program. Here we go.
I can't take credit for it. It's ChatGPT.
So I got to take this comment away. So here's the first work of art. I can't make it any bigger, but I
So
really like
that's
this
the vegan
troll with
one.
boobs. This is the vegan one. So you
Yeah.
did a prompt. Can you explain what this is, Dave?
Yeah. So I went to
So,
Chat GPT and I put in a prompt, please design a graphic for that represents what people would look like if they did a vegan diet their whole lives without asking any questions. And this was the result.
but it's
So
very funny.
this is what Chat GPT imagines vegans look like. And
But
you
you
know,
didn't say like make them look crazy.
the person that I just can't stop looking at whenever I look at this picture is
Yeah.
the guy in the rainbow shirt in the middle at the back, because he's just got this look on his face like he's shouting at the kids who kicked the football onto their lawn or something, you know.
That's so funny. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, but what's funny is it says overly skinny. That's very funny that it, and then there's a bunch of words that aren't words. Overly
Yeah.
skinny and ovary skinny. But I like
Yeah.
the troll with the boobs.
It's like,
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
it's
Okay.
like
So,
Shrek's female cousin or something.
yeah. Oh my God. This is very funny. So, the
And Dr.
entire,
Gregor as well.
is that this one? Yeah. But I just want to point out that you didn't tell them to be like a jerk. You didn't tell them to. You didn't
No,
tell
I
ChatGPT
wanted
to
to
do
see
like
what it
anything
came back
weird.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's this next one? Let's see. Oh, so then here's the carnivore one that you did.
So this is basically the same kind of query. So please design a picture showing people who have been on the carnivore diet for a lifetime and never questioned anything.
It's so fun. They look less crazy. They look a little happier.
Yeah, well, that when you say crazy, like all the faces that come from Chat GPT have a somewhat crazy look about them, right?
Yeah, it's funny
Like
how
the
ChatGPT
lady
reasons.
down on the
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's hilarious. Oh my God.
It's
And
like
my
the
dog.
clothes are even made of meat, right? Here,
Yeah.
this woman to the right.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to know what this necklace is made out of. All these balls. It says Valo and Carnivore without question. I can't believe it can't spell.
Right?
Okay. Oh, that's downloaded twice. Okay, then this one. This one makes it's very interesting.
So this one was show a picture of people who have followed the health guidelines their whole lives without questioning it.
And it's interesting that it picked junk food.
Right?
It's interesting that it picked junk food. I mean, this looks like a big bowl of salad, but there's like French fries, there's like bagels, there's Pepsi, there's a Red Bull.
And Red Bull, yeah. It's
Yeah. That's very interesting. And they look very unhealthy.
Yeah, I wonder what the clouds are meant to be above those people's heads.
Farts.
Random, let's just put a cloud in there.
Oh, look, this one says health guidelines with a question mark. I like that it put a question mark and it says low calorie.
Yeah, but
That's
I
very
think
funny.
these people look the unhealthiest of the three pictures.
Yes, this looks the unhealthiest of
Yeah.
the three pictures, and they all look out of it. They look mentally unstable. The other ones just look. These people.
Brain fog, yeah.
Oh, that's a brain fog. Brain
Oh, the
fog.
brain fog.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh.
Super fail.
She says it's super, super fail, which is really ugly. Let's see. Blech. Okay, let's see. Did I get the egg one? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And this is the last work of art. Thank you for fixing this.
Yeah. So I was a little irritated when I saw this come up in my feed today, and it said just egg, and I was like, well, how can you call yellow canola oil mixed with soybeans egg? So,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I graffitied it.
Yeah, you graffitied it. It's just not egg. Not egg. Here, have your bottle of not egg.
And
Oh my God.
there are videos online that show people cooking with this, and it's
Yeah.
just disgusting because it doesn't even look. The color is just not even close to what an egg yolk would look like. It just looks horrible.
Ew. Ew.
Mm.
And we're done with art class for today.
It looks a bit like Element, so don't mistake it for electrolytes when you have it in your cupboard.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my
right.
God.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's the same kind of logo, right?
Oh wow, my daughter has gotten into my makeup. This is very fun. All right, we do have more questions. Did we answer this question? Question.
No,
Okay. It says 2 teaspoons of Celtic salt plus 2 servings of electrolytes and heavy salting food. Too much salt every day, always thirsty, feel terrible, peeing constantly. Not new to low carb, but new to keto. Okay.
if you're not feeling good, if you're always thirsty and not feeling good, that's probably too much salt then.
Yeah.
No?
I think so. Maybe try lessening the salt.
Yeah.
Always thirsty, peeing all the time. Isn't that like also are you diabetic? That's my question. Isn't that a sign of diabetes?
I would, because
Hmm.
I mean, I pee a lot, but that's because I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would some things, but yeah, they're always thirsty and peeing a lot. Yeah, that's maybe.
Yeah, if you're peeing
I
a lot
would
and
maybe talk to
the
a
urine
doctor about that.
is transparent, then maybe you're drinking too much water
Right.
and getting too little electrolytes. That could be
Yeah.
a thing, but it could also be sugar. If the pee is actually yellow and you're peeing a lot, yeah, then I would also think about the sugar. But yeah, there probably can be lots of other things as well. But the sugar you can measure quite easily. I think if you suspect it, yeah, by all means measure it, because that's a dangerous thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry if we weren't helpful. Sorry.
Sorry. We're like Michael Greger. We're also not doctors.
Yeah.
Dave, how well do you speak Japanese?
Enough to be dangerous. I don't know. Ask me a question in English, Ali or Peter, and I'll try and answer it in Japanese.
Can it be easy? Like, what's your name?
David.
Peter, it's your turn to ask a question.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Well,
you need that one, Dave. It's an important one.
Tamago 10個 scrambled it.
I got scrambled out of that.
Yeah. So I had 10 eggs scrambled.
Oh wow. That's a lot of food. How do you fit all those eggs in at one time?
I've eaten 24 at once.
I remember. I was telling you,
you
stop
remember
eating them.
Yeah. But yeah, 10 eggs is okay. But that's all I've eaten today. I just suddenly found this morning I had a bit of a craving for eggs. So yeah, haven't had any meat today.
There you go. 10. I can do 6. Here we go. As a carnivore, how often do you ask, isn't it boring? I'll answer that first. All these people speak Spanish and I just don't tell them what I eat. So not very often. What about you, Dave?
Someone says to me, isn't it boring? I'd like to try and think up a smart ass answer for something like this. Like, isn't it boring? And say, well, depends, I mean, I find being able to fit into my clothes again very unboring. So, I don't know.
I got for my sister-in-law, don't you miss it? And I said something like, no, I don't miss all the back aches, the stomach aches, all that stuff. So I'm fine. Thanks.
Yeah. The thing is, like, your whole perspective changes, right? So someone who's on an entertainment diet, they they can't imagine how different their whole perspective is going to be once they get off that entertainment diet.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let
the
me
mouth
say
pleasure.
that in terms of entertainment, I do a lot of stuff. So yesterday I cooked beef tongue.
Oh,
This is
Oh wow!
this is dry aged beef tongue. I mean, who would think about it? And you can all do all those weird things on the carnivore diet, and you can cook on salt. So this is also
wow.
one to try. I mean, I didn't make any videos
Wow.
about it, but
That's cool.
this is really fun. You put it in the oven and you bake your egg or fry a piece of steak. But if you're barbecuing, I mean, if you want to spice up the experience with barbecuing, yeah, go for this type of stuff. I mean, I never heard about it before carnivore. All these things that you can do with meat.
So,
It's
Peter, that's awesome that you've got the dry tongue there. Like, if someone came to visit you and said to you, "Isn't it boring?" You could go into the kitchen and put the tongue in your mouth and come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you cannot see it over here, but you feel that there's still the skin of the tongue on it. So you have also all those hairy things. That's very tough stuff on the thing, and children like that a lot. My son is just amazed about all this stuff. He likes it to eat it anyway because it tastes really nice, and then the fact that it's a tongue, of course, it makes it very exciting.
So I just want to say about the tongue, usually like we buy one every week for my sister-in-law who makes it for my daughter because she does it very good. They put it in an Instapot or like a pressure cooker, and then you peel the hairy part off. It's and you don't eat that part.
Yeah, I tried it and it was not nice actually. Even after baking, it was not nice. But the inside, yes, it was.
Yeah, tongue is very good. It's for here. Tongue is very good, but yeah, usually you take off that part, the taste buds.
And, this here, this is nice. This fat. If there's a lot of fat in it, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Tongue is very good. It's very soft if you cook it correctly.
Yeah.
Also, let's talk about chicken liver. There you go. I'm done. I love chicken liver.
I've never had chicken liver.
You need to try it. You're gonna like it. I mean, did you? When I was a kid, I ate a lot of bratwurst. Like I would just eat like a tube of not bratwurst. Sorry, bratwurst, liver sausage. Liver. I would eat that all the time as a kid. Like the Oscar Mayer probably had a bunch of garbage in it. Maybe it had less garbage in the 90s. So then I tried liver as an adult on Carnivore. I'm like, oh, this is like what I ate as a kid. It's so good. Chicken liver.
Oh wow.
Wow. Beef liver is a problem. I still can't do beef liver.
Oh really?
No. I keep it.
That tastes okay for me. I like that.
Yeah.
But some people can eat it raw. Or I couldn't eat that raw.
It tastes better raw.
Lamb liver, maybe that's a way in between. It's slightly more subtle. It's still quite strong, but better. Yeah. But I mean, chicken liver is okay, of course.
And duck liver, so good, so good. People eat your liver with bacon. That's the gateway. It's your chicken liver with bacon as the gateway to liver.
Bacon makes everything good, right?
Yeah. Here we go. I heard removing salt if in a stall can help. Is that true? What's your opinion? I'm so happy. I want to answer this question first because I'm female and my food addiction has a beautiful female photo there. So I don't mean to be weird, but yeah, I'm not trying to be weird. Women, if we can't lose weight on a carnivore or keto diet, we have something wrong with our thyroid and we need to get that fixed and checked out and figure out why that is and what we need to fix our thyroid. If you're on carnivore for like a year and a half or a long time and you cannot lose weight, there is something wrong. And I will, as soon as I can, I'll get that interview up. But I've talked to a thyroid specialist now and I've talked to another doctor. And that's what they said. If you're on a carnivore diet and you're female and you cannot lose weight, we have to fix what's wrong with your thyroid. And there could be things, and you should probably see a specialist, like a holistic specialist, to figure out what's wrong with your thyroid. To say the salt thing, I don't know. I've had a lot of salt. I've reduced salt. I've done a jillion things, and now I'm trying to fix the thyroid if I ever hope to lose any more weight.
Wow, so. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if the salt thing is maybe just something to do with water retention.
Maybe. And then you're just losing a couple
Yeah.
pounds of water. I don't think that's
Yeah.
what we're trying to really handle if we're trying to
Mm.
lose weight is I think I
what
lost
it,
30 pounds of water.
Mm.
Sorry, Peter, what were you saying?
No problem. Yeah, no, what it can also do is just like on any other diet, if you eat a lot of salt, it can increase your appetite. So if I eat a large steak and I salt it very well, somehow I sometimes tend to eat a little bit more than I actually need. So in carnivore, it's not a guarantee of eating exactly the amount of what you need. Your body can still be fooled with stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Anne, what do you think of berberine?
I don't even know what it is.
Okay, so it's like nature's Ozempic. It's touted. It's said to be nature's Ozempic. I've taken it a couple times. I was trying to take it for like a month, but I'm just not too interested. And I got diarrhea like the first couple days. I'm like, nah, I don't want diarrhea again. But it's supposed to reduce blood sugar. It's supposed to help you lose weight. It's supposed to do various things in the body, but I haven't tried it enough. What about, do you know about berberine, Peter? Have you heard about it?
Yeah, that's funny. I should know a lot about it, but it's typically a thing that is used in the type 2 diabetic atmosphere.
Yeah, I think so.
So it really focuses probably on the insulin resistance aspect.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what it does, but I think it works a little bit like metformin as well.
Yes. Yeah. It's supposed to work like metformin, like Ozempic. And it's natural. You could try it. If it gives you diarrhea, back off, like take less.
Yeah, and there are some other benefits. I don't remember exactly. Maybe in the realm of heart disease or so, or oxidative workings, that type of stuff. But yeah, I always think like these supplements. Yeah, maybe you should look into it if you are type 2 diabetic or so. But otherwise, I doubt that it does make a lot of difference. Like cinnamon, for example, it's the same story.
Okay. I mean, I think Dr. Burke has a lot of videos about berberine. So there's you can try the information there and then test it yourself. Let's see. Here's Marnie. Hi, Marnie. If you want something, ask yourself if you also want the inflammation that comes with it. Then while you're pondering that, have some crispy bacon you've already prepared. Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Nice advice, Marnie.
Yeah, that's good advice. Exactly. So it's funny because I do like cheat, but I like cheat with vegetables and then I regret it. Like I tried some cooked tomato with my meat a couple days ago. The next day, stomach pain all day. So I know people are like, oh, cheat with like McDonald's. I don't cheat with McDonald's. I think I would feel better if I cheated with McDonald's. Like physically better. But again, it's too far away. I've made it too far away. It's an hour to McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
No, don't eat McDonald's ever. Anybody. There we go. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure we got all the questions because we got like 12 minutes left. Let's see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here. No, I used to eat porridge, oatmeal, and skim milk for breakfast every morning. I've since heard that oats and skim milk is what farmers feed pigs to fatten them up. I'm sure it does. Make some good bacon. Oh, this is interesting. Berberine is a good way to clear out any parasites.
Really?
That's why I was getting diarrhea.
Yeah. The parasites were escaping.
They were escaping. Oh, man. That's a whole nother conversation about parasites. People are scared to think that they have parasites. We're all loaded full of them. Okay, there you go. Not to scare everybody. I learned that I had a rude awakening living in Colombia. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. She's like doing the makeup thing over here. You guys want to see what she's done?
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, lovely.
Lovely. Oh, boy. There's like only a very few things that are like only mine, and that's my makeup. Like everything else is like my kids can use it, but I can't stop her right now. That's like the rule of my house. Like, just don't touch my makeup. You can use anything else. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's an internal conversation. Not diabetic, Lee Davis. Drinking lots of water due to too much salt. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're thirsty. You have a lot of salt, so you're thirsty. It's like a repetitive cycle of, yeah. Let's see. This is in relationship to the oatmeals. Yes, I used to believe I was being healthy. Yep. Yeah, all of us.
Yeah.
Here we go. Liverwurst. Yes, liverwurst. Everybody, that's another gateway to liver. Get some good liverwurst. It's so good. I love beef liver when my body needs it. If it tastes good, then you need it. Okay. It's literally beef liver has never tasted good to me. Ever. 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 When my mom was pregnant with me 42 years ago, she said she was eating a lot of liver, and I appreciate that to this day. Liver, chicken, hamburgers. I appreciate that to this day. I'm so happy she was not vegan when she was pregnant with me, because she was vegan.
She's
she's
not vegan anymore.
No, she eats fish. She eats eggs. She had an accident, unfortunately, and broke her arm. And I thought I had convinced her to start eating meat again, but no, it was her nurse that said, "You broke your arm. You have to at least eat fish." And so she started eating fish again. I'm happy. I'm happy about that.
But do you experience that same idea then, that sometimes your body is craving certain nutrients? Because I recognize it a bit with liver as well, and kidney sometimes.
Yeah, I was sick in August for like a month. It was terrible. And then I only wanted to eat chicken. And now I hated chicken, and now I still eat. I eat like drumsticks and wings, and I think it was all the connective tissues needed to rebuild stuff, I guess. But and then when I was sick, I couldn't eat eggs. I couldn't eat meats. I could basically only eat like oranges. It was the only thing that didn't taste completely disgusting. And watermelon. So I was happy when meat tasted good, but the only meat that tasted good was the chicken. And I think it's what you're saying, like your body needs certain nutrients.
Yeah, even the oranges. I think it makes sense if you were ill, like in hundreds of years ago, and you would have oranges available or some other fruit, you probably would eat it.
Right.
I mean, I would crave sweets and probably indirectly the vitamin C as well.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not telling people to do that. I'm just saying what happened during a very bad circumstance for me. Exactly. Okay. Oh, we got 8 minutes left. There's one more question here, at least. What do you think of supplementing iodine for thyroid? Again, we're not doctors.
Just like Michael Greger. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I haven't. I was doing it for a while just to see if I noticed any difference, but didn't notice any difference. So just cut it out.
I was taking it for a while and did not notice any difference either. I liked the way it tasted in water, but I didn't notice any difference. And right now I'm supplementing with selenium, NAC, NAC, and myo-inositol. Apparently, selenium and selenium and myo-inositol, that combination apparently reduces Hashimoto's antibodies. So I'm doing it for 90 days. I'll see what happens. I always like to test things in a 3-month period of time to see what happens in my body. I do feel more energy after breakfast because you have to take it with a meal. So you have to take it at your first meal of the day. So if I eat breakfast, I'll take it with that. And I feel like a boost of energy. But I don't know about the thyroid. I would see Dr. Berry videos and Elizabeth Bright videos and do test it. Test yourself. That's what I would say. Test it yourself. Uh-oh. Now we're doing chapstick on the face. I luckily have makeup remover.
So do you have school today?
Yeah, so we start the school process in 6 minutes, like getting ready for school.
Can you wear this nice makeup combo for school?
I don't want her to. She's only in first grade.
Okay.
It looks like Halloween makeup. Okay.
But when does school start? I mean, it's like 5 o'clock right now for you or not?
Okay, yeah. So it's almost 6 a.m. and school starts at
Ah.
7. So and the school's just down the street. So we do breakfast and then we do get them ready.
School
If
starts
they-
at 7.
yeah, and
It's
it's
early.
over at 12:45 we pick them up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I said, I live very rural. There's literally like it's like a little schoolhouse with like 10 kids and it's 1st through 4th grade. 14 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Um, Oh, she's telling me today is the gym day and she's very happy and tomorrow's art. Okay, so let's see.
Okay.
People are saying you will get stomach cancer after 10 years on carnivore. They always trying to discredit. This was a reply from Ozempic user to me. Sorry to hear that.
Mm.
There's
It's.
Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, this is never gonna end. This stuff, like it was.
Yeah.
You'll get colon cancer. You'll get this. You get that. It's anything to discredit it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get colon cancer from vegetables if I keep eating them. No, that's a terrible thing. Don't say that. Don't say that. Words are very powerful. Don't say that. I'm being sarcastic. But if I eat vegetables, then I have the gut issues. If I eat the meat, I don't have the gut issues.
So the thing is, they probably have studies out there that say that meat consumption causes different types of cancers. But the big problem with these studies is they're all survey-based studies.
Mm-hmm.
And, someone saying, yeah, I ate meat, that could be, yeah, I ate Big Macs and meat pizzas, right? So how
Right.
do you differentiate between the meat on the pizza and the base of the pizza and all the preservatives?
Right.
Hmm.
It's a very good question. Let's see. Will anyone still be alive after 10 years on Ozempic? It's a great rebuttal. I mean, if you want to create antagonism, it's a great rebuttal, but it's true. Oh my goodness. We don't have Ozempic deficiencies. Is it allowed on the carnivore diet to drink 4 cups of coffee with whipped cream? Whipped cream? Like you mean heavy whipping cream? Or like the store-bought sugary cream per day? There you go.
What do you think, Peter?
Yeah, I do it personally, 3 cups easily. But I have been off coffee for periods as well. But right now, I actually started drinking butter coffee again in the morning. That's what I also did during the first months of carnivore and keto. And actually, that does wonders. I mean, I can easily go until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, more easily than without the coffee. So, yeah, but it's butter, of course. It's not whipped cream, but
One more of these.
yeah, I think personally I would. Yeah, you have to check for yourself. But the whipped cream is not necessarily bad as long as you don't get any addictive triggers.
Yeah. I think you basically said it right there, Peter. Is like you got to try it for yourself,
Right.
I like. For me, there shouldn't be any dogma around this because then we just become vegan. Like it's just if coffee works for you, it works for you, and just have it. Like I used to drink a lot of coffee. Like 4 cups would be a light day for me. I used to drink a lot, and but it didn't have any negative effects apart from sleep interruption. So yeah, if it works for you and you enjoy it, keep doing it. Like I will say as well, one of the things that helped me to fast in the past was the fact I was drinking coffee. If I hadn't been drinking coffee, I wouldn't have been able to fast because I can't do it now because I don't have that kind of appetite suppressant that I can have during the day. Salt water doesn't do it for me, So yeah, whatever works.
Whatever works. I like that. But I would be worried if you're trying to lose weight and you're drinking a bunch of cream that could be potentially a stall if you're trying to lose weight. If you're not trying to lose weight and you feel great, and there you go. Do it. See what works.
If you've got weight to lose, I'd be worried about any kind of dairy in there because usually once the dairy comes out, the weight starts coming back off again,
Yeah,
maybe you should watch the Carnivore Quest. I think those two have had a lot of troubles with cream in their coffee, so you can
Right.
learn from them.
Yeah. I like if I eat cheese for like a week, you'll see a remarkable change in the puffiness of my face. And so I don't think it's fat. I think it's like water or other stuff because then 3 days off, my
it
face
could be
will
inflammation, right?
shrink. Yeah. Okay, so we only have 1 minute left. We do have a lot of other comments. I don't want to miss everybody's comments, but I want to do one thing before we finish, and I want to show the lovely Peter's channel as well as Dave Mack, so you guys can subscribe to those channels. So that's what we're doing at the last moments here. Here's Peter's channel. Go subscribe. He's the Dutch carnivore, and he does cycling. So I have to say something. So it took me like a little while to figure out what this was. I thought it was like a human bending over, and then I realized it was. Then I realized, I don't know, I was like, what is going on here? It was cows.
Okay.
Oh man, I got to go to Holland. It looks really pretty there. There you go.
Yeah,
All right,
well, this is France actually, but
oh, it is the Tour de France.
yeah, sort
Okay,
of.
sort of. Okay, so go subscribe, everybody. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. And then, of course, we need to get Dave Mack up to 100,000 subscribers. And then you should do a big party when we do that. We should do Let me see how to get this other one. I think I have to stop this screen, and then I have to share the other screen. Dave Mack, there you go. He's at 79,000. That's almost 80. I can count. That's almost 80,000.
That's a clear cover, right?
Yeah. Oh, keep your cover, by the way. Don't change it. It's awesome. Do not change your cover. I did not mean that as a way for you to change your cover photo. It was just me being weird. So everybody, thank you so much. Subscribe to these lovely, awesome human beings. And yeah.
Make sure if you're on my channel watching now or Peter's channel watching now, make sure you also go to Alia's channel too, yeah?
Yeah. So
what's your handle?
Alia Wells. At Alia Wells it's a little bit deceiving, and I'm not trying to be. My hair is blonde in that photo. So just find me with blonde hair and no glasses. Like this. I don't mean to be deceiving. It was blonde, and now it's there. All right, Peter and Dave, would you like to say anything else before we say goodbye?
Just thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for the laughs, everyone. And yeah, we'll be back with you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Ciao. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks. It was fun.
See you.